people. It's Monday. One of the worst days ever. I'm sorry, my face just feels extra shiny. It feels extra shiny. And I've been doing a lot. That's why I made it. It's right now, it's 12:05. And I'm finally going on break. So that's why I'm doing my video now. Uh, but yeah, so a lady overheard me talking to this cleaning lady who I absolutely love. I gotta show y'all a view of her again. The hair. The hair. I absolutely love it. But she overheard me talking to the cleaning lady, and she was like, how could you date a man that's locked up? Like, that's just no self-respect. Like, why would you want to be with somebody that's locked up that can't touch you? And like, I don't know what came across me. I had to stop. I was like, what? Like, how could you say something like that? Just because my man is not, he don't lay in the bed with me every single day, or he don't tuck my kids in the bed, or I'm not, I don't know how to explain it, y'all. Being with a man that's locked up is no different from being with a man that's in the streets. Like, your man leave and don't come home. Like, I go see my man every weekend. Like, I have, so people ask me so many questions about being with somebody that's locked up. Like, what do you expect out of this? He just gonna go back to jail? You don't know. People change. And that's all I can say. People change every single day. They change. Yeah, this is my song. I know how I play it like a pro at the game. Nah, better yet, better than a Hall of Fame. I got that medicine that's better than all the names. Case niggas, then the Lord just flame. Put some water on the track, man, and gorgeous. They used to be the cuts. And guard your brain. That ain't even my motherfucking, I get dope, boy. And you already know that pimpin' 18, how I'm living mine, show that Bentley. Got it, my mentor, so don't go there with make up DJ, cause that's my DJ. Go DJ, cause that's my DJ. Okay, that used to be the cut, but it's like questions that people ask. Like, I just was saying that question, like, it's difficult because, like, I want, okay, a question on the top of my head, his aunt had asked me, why would you marry him and you know he behind bars? And I had to sit there and I had to think, like, when God puts your soulmate in your life, no matter how or what, he could have been handicapped and I still would have married him. He could have been armless and I still would have married him. He could have had a broken spine or a head shaped funny after getting shot in the head and I still would have married him. Like, just because he behind bars doesn't mean anything. Yes, we miss him and yes, we want him home, but it doesn't mean nothing. He reads to his kids every night before they go to bed. He tells his kids that he love them when they wake up. In the middle of the day when he feel like calling and telling his kids he love them. At night when they go to bed, he tells his kids he love them. The only thing we're really missing out on is his presence, but we have everything else. We're not missing out on nothing. And that's what I want people to understand. Like, just because my husband is behind bars, what do that mean? I still get he still uplifts me. He still supports everything I do. No, he don't contribute to bills and all of that extra stuff, but he has his family members who he would call and tell them, hey, send her some money so she could pay this bill, or send her some money, she down this week, or whatever the case may be. So when I need help, I ask him for help. I don't go out and ask everybody else for help. I ask him for help and he asks his family, or I wouldn't even say his family, I would say his grandfather for help, because that's the only person who helped us. But there's nothing different. I'm only missing out on the sex and being lonely at night. And then once you sit down and think about it, it ain't no motherfucking niggas in St. Louis, Missouri. So I'm really not missing out on nothing. I'm not. I learned how to respect my body more. I learned how to appreciate things. I learned patience. Because everything is not just gonna be given to you. Because if it was, this world wouldn't be the way it is. Like, some shit you're going to have to fight for, and some shit you're going to have to hold out for. And with not having sex with nobody for a couple years, that's fine. I'm okay with it. I got a finger. And maybe if a lot of women out there just learn how to be lonely and not need a nigga to do nothing, because like Mr. Woman has said, you doing everything without a man. So really, technically, you don't need a man for shit. You don't need a man to do nothing for you. And I don't need a man at all. And I realized that going through this, and I'm not convincing or saying to anyone, go out and get a man that's locked up, because no, don't do that. If your soulmate happen to be behind bars, stand by him. Like, y'all gonna have y'all ups and downs in the beginning or whatever. Whenever y'all have y'all ups and downs, y'all gonna have y'all ups and downs, because a relationship or a marriage is not perfect at all. But stand behind your man. If you find that one person that you wants to stand behind, and I happen to find that one person that I will always stand behind, and I have been standing behind since 2010, ups and downs. But it's crazy how people think of things. Like, it's just crazy. What do you get out of being with a man that's locked up? I get everything a bitch get with a man that's in the streets. Everything. That's my best friend. And I would say I don't even think I would be able to tell you guys that he was my best friend if he would have been here. I don't even think he would have been alive. And that's the honest to God truth. I think he would have been dead if he would have still been out in these streets. Like, God put him behind bars for a reason. And with him being behind bars, he learned how to become a man. Like, we was just arguing today. He was like, you have changed me for the better. Like, I am now a man. I put that pride shit to the side just for you. Like, I understand when you hurt, and I cry when you cry. I get scared when you get scared. Like, I understand everything clearly now. And when he said that, it just struck a light bulb in my head, and I was like, okay. Like, and we was arguing over some petty shit. But prison has changed him for the better. And I'm not thankful for prison, but then a little bit I am, because we wasn't on this same page. In 2000, we started talking 2010. We went on the same page 2012. It took time, like 2000. I think he went to jail in 2011, or at the beginning of 2012 is when he went back to jail. And from there, it's like he changed. Like, when you see a man change right before your eyes, you know you doing something right. And I ain't giving him no pussy. Ladies, this is not for little kids. Don't play this for little kids. And I ain't giving him nothing. I didn't say cool to mom, I'm sorry. I'm not. And just imagine, like, how could he change like that? And it's more of a mental thing with us. And yes, we get extra excited when we see each other every weekend. We get so dang excited. Like, I know he be jumping and she be all extra wet and stuff because I love my husband and I love seeing my husband. And yeah, it's so much, like, to this. Like, it's not a walk through the park, and I'm never expecting anything to be a walk through the park, and I can't stress that enough. But, like, that's that one person I ride for, in jail, out of jail, whenever. Like, I need that man, I love that man, and needing not to say I need him to do this and I need him to pay bills and I need him to uplift me. I need him to make me smile. I need him to make my kids smile. I need him to tell me I'm beautiful every day. I need him to encourage me to be strong and get through the daily struggles of doing this shit alone. I need him more than what people think he need me. He really don't need me. And he say this all the time. I can do this big by myself. I don't need you at all. So if you want to leave, leave. All the time. Like, he don't need me. I need him and he need me, vice versa. Like, everything kind of balances itself out. If it makes any sense to y'all, which it makes perfect sense to me, probably because I'm doing it, and it probably won't make sense to a normal person who's not going through it. But I know all of them females who dealing with a man who behind bars, I know this makes sense to y'all. So, with that being said, oh yeah, I gotta tell y'all about yesterday when I went to go see him. One lady was like, cause the coin machine was down and then nobody had no coin, no change at all. And she was like, do anybody need some money? Cause we in this together. Like, they don't get how hard it is. And when she said that, like, I smiled from ear to ear like this. I was like, don't nobody get it? Like, we are in this together. And she was a mother. Her husband was out like a normal person. Her son was behind bars. and she come up there every weekend to see her son. Like, that's a real mama, and vice versa. If my baby was locked up, I'd still be doing the same shit. Putting money on the phone, putting money on my son's books, going to see my son every weekend. Don't nothing change. Like, so for a woman to say, why would you be with a man that's locked up? What about your son? And look at it like, what would you say your son if his girlfriend was with him and he was locked up? Then how would you feel? Like, what would you say? Then you would probably understand it. So I say, don't judge nothing if you never been through it. Don't judge it at all. You can't say nothing. You can't comment on it. But with that being said, I am going on break. We got some macaroni and chicken. Macaroni and chicken. So yeah, I gotta go on break because I'm hungry as hell. But yeah, I know her mouth extra watery. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.